This spreadsheet task focuses on various skills, most of which is a refresh from National 5, with only one real area being a skill at higher, that is working with multiple worksheets. If you look along the bottom of the page, you can see a number of tabs, and as I click on them, you'll be able to see that essentially the information is the same, the only difference being quantity sold. So what we're working with here is essentially a template. Now, in order to make sure you select all the worksheets, this means that whatever you key in on one worksheet will be reflected onto the rest of them. You will push and hold Control, click on one tab, then the second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. You can tell that your tabs are all selected because the terms have become bolded. They stand out. So the next thing, we have to look at our database and work out what we have to do. So first of all, the only clue we have is that we have to work out our revenue. Now, looking at the two columns, we have price and quantity sold. Now, if you think about it, working out your revenue should be quite straightforward. You're multiplying the price by the number sold. So it's quite a simple equation that could be learned at National 4 or 5. First of all, you need your equals key, because without your equals, oops, wrong place. Without the equals, the equation simply won't work. So equals your price, which is B3, is multiply. So we need our star symbol, and then the quantity sold. So B3 times C3, we push enter, and that gives us a revenue for the pot of tea. Now, I won't expect you to replicate this equation by typing it in manually. If you copy it down, the answer will be worked out for each of the entries. Next, we have to work out our totals. Total for price, quantity sold, and our total revenue. Now, there are different ways you can work out your total. It generally depends upon what you find easiest. You could use equals sum, then a bracket, then a range, like so, and push enter. You could alternatively do equals sum, then open a bracket again, click on the first cell, use a semicolon, and then your last cell, close your brackets. And that again will give you an answer. Or you could use auto sum up here, like so, and push enter. And all you have to make sure that you do now is format your cells. Now, it won't always tell you to format your cells, and in this case it might not be exactly necessary, however it is good practice. Again, there are a couple of ways you can do this. It does depend upon what you find easier and the kind of format you like to get used to. So highlight the cells you want to format. You will right click, format cells, and a menu will appear in just a second. Currency, and we'll keep it at 2 decimal places. Alternatively, you can highlight a column. If you've got the Home tab selected, over here where it says General, click on the drop down arrow and go to Currency. Now, if you get a series of hash marks, don't panic, you haven't done anything wrong. It simply means that your column is not wide enough. So hover between D and E until you get this double-sided arrow, left click down and hold, and drag it out. Now, and let's format our totals for currency again. And so we have finished this sheet. So if it completed, we worked out our revenues and our totals. If you click onto the rest of our tabs, we can see that our totals have worked out for all of them, which means that by linking our tables, you've saved yourself maybe a good 5 maybe possibly even 10 minutes work. So, quick recap. Copying tables, linking tables together. Click on one, gives more control, the next, the next, the next, and so on. When they're all in bold, anything you do on one page is replicated on the next. To end this, if you just click on your worksheet, you push escape, click on one of the tabs, they will all clear. So they're all back to now being individual sheets now. So just to recap, main skills here, linking worksheets, and a little bit of formatting. Thank you.